And blessings. This is Lisa Marie. Hey, ladies. So, my Live Free TV, I told y'all every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I knew today I wanted to come on in the evening. So, first of all, if you had the day off, happy day off for you. Hope you did something amazing, whether it was getting rest, and hopefully there was some sun where you were. Maybe you was getting some sun. Let me tell you what I did today. Your girl is getting her life, okay? Dating in your 50s. Dating in your 50s for a black woman with a spiritual perspective. Let's talk about it tonight. Let's talk about it tonight. Let's actually put the banner up. Let's get that banner up so we know what we're doing tonight. We are talking about black woman, that's me, dating over 50. Dating over 50, dating in your 50s. For those that are just tuning into my world, this is I am newly 50. I'm 52, and yeah, I'm 52, and I'm dating. I'm back in the dating game, and I actually am having a very good time because I'm learning so much about myself. Yes, this is the greatest experience ever. So let me tell you, like when I have glasses, you see, I will take my glasses back and forth off because I can see with my glasses, of course, better, but I know that if I want to really see better, I gotta stop wearing my glasses. So you'll see me go back and forth just so sometimes I want to see, and other times I'm just practicing, my eyesight to get stronger. So, that's what I want to say too about like dating in the 50s. Just right off the bat, like I feel like we are very valued if we know where to look. I mean, we're very valued. I think women in their 50s, this is what I've noticed and seen and beyond. It's funny, when I was younger, I used to admire women in their 50s. I kind of even looked up to women in their 50s. Like, I used to just think they had it going on. And this could be like real women that I knew that was in my life, women that I admired on even television, women that I really, me, admire from reading like Essence magazine, or like I said, looking at the show that came out in New York called Gil Noble, Like It Is, where he interviewed like the brightest and strongest in our forest, like just the tallest trees in our forest as far as black folks. And it was from all walks of life. And so, yeah, I like for a long time, I admired the mature black woman. It's funny, I didn't really see her as the strong black woman or even the Aunt Jemima stereotype where she loves everyone but no one really loves her. Like that wasn't my narrative in my family. I saw a very sexy, very still had it, and they knew it, and everybody else knew it. Just fun, loving, joyous, intelligent, smart, of course, strong, but that wasn't what you would think of first, right? More was fun and alive. Black women over 50. So I was more used to black women over 50 being feisty, having it going on. And like my mother's friends, one owned, Sabora, I remember she owned her own bar and restaurant. This was in Brooklyn. The other one was worked for the Eternal Affairs. And we watched her be a cop to a detective to, working for the Eternal Affairs. So all these women were already unique in my life, or my aunt was in the service and then traveled the world and went first one to go to black college that we know of in our family. So I was around black women who they didn't need to get their groove back because they had the groove. They were in the groove. They set the groove, and I think they were the generation, like some might be called the baby boomer generation. I guess that would be the one above me. I believe that they are the generation that set the standards. That, yeah, I will be Generation X. Okay, anyway, that set the beginning of the dismantling of, in a sense, patriarchy in its form, that the men were the sole providers and the women stayed home and watched the children and did, those duties, which are important as well. It started changing then. You saw more black women getting out there, getting college degrees, working for themselves, having their own money, which changes the game. So I think now we got the generation me and the generation even below me that we now know how to make our own money, and we kind of know ourselves. And I think a 50-some-year woman, like, and beyond, like, they know themselves. And that is very sexy and alluring. And I didn't really know that. Like, that's the new thing that I learned from dating. Dating over 50 as a black woman, opening up my options. Let me tell you what I mean by that. as a Black woman who's spiritual, a vegan, as a Black woman who has, in some level, maybe it wasn't total, but has taken good care of herself on so many levels. I think when I say levels, I mean mentally better than I was 25 years ago. I can say that. Physically, spiritually, has, taken care of herself, eats well, exercises. And today I went out and me and Goddess and Janae went walking in the woods. It was like an hour solid, at least walk. And it was amazing. It was beautiful. And, just kind of, not really getting old as the old of maybe 2 or 3 generations above me, before me, that kind of old, where 50 was considered old maid, especially if you didn't get married, and kind of you should be having children, and maybe even your children is having children at this point, and kind of like discarded. And I don't think that Black women are of that. We are looking good, feeling amazing. It's a different time. And I think that Black women, you have to come with that power. The other thing is, I think that our options are open. Like, I think the taboo of what we could date and how we could date has changed. I never totally in my mind considered or thought to date men that possibly would be younger than me, whether it's 5 years younger or 15 years younger. Like, I never, ever, it was not something in my mind. I was almost trained to go to older men, but I noticed I was attracted to older men when I had daddy issues. Particularly daddy issues, and mine was really stemming, of course, what some of daddy issues could be: abandonment issues, needing to be told that you are amazing 15 times a day because you didn't get it, whatever that stuff was from the daddy issues. When I worked on my daddy issues, and really when I worked on my daddy issues, I'm gonna tell you, I say this to y'all, I got out of my marriage. Until I worked on my daddy issues, I was doomed to stay in that marriage. And I think I was forcing my ex to still, why wasn't he like my daddy, who I didn't even really know, I only met once or twice, but my illusion of what a daddy should be. I think I kind of put that on each man. So either I met men that were emotionally unavailable or not, or physically unavailable, or men that I thought that I could make them into what I thought, or chastise them because they were not what I thought they should be. But what did I know? I didn't have a daddy. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't really know nothing. I didn't really know anything. And but once I worked on that, and I knew the day that I worked on it was the day that, it's funny, my ex-husband told me to go on Ancestry.com. This is not a paid promotion, but it should be. To go on Ancestry.com, because he thought, like, you know what? Isn't it interesting that I never put this together, but like, he thought it would be a good idea for me to find my father. We were together for 10 years, almost almost 9.5, 10. To find my father, he thought that Ancestry.com, because I had already did African ancestry, so that was more personal for me, knowing my tribes. First of all, I am from the Cameroon. My people are the Masa and the Mafa people. Those are my people. But of course, African ancestry, which helps you to not just find your African, know from what part, if you're Black, because that's what I usually talk to, of Africa, or how much African and other so-called things you have in you. But also, like anybody else that took the test from today, that took the ancestry test, actually that's related to you and shares some DNA, then you will have, and if they took the test, their names and their kind of position in your life, whether it's your first cousin, or your second cousin, your third cousin, like how close you're related. It was Ancestry.com that did that. Opened my world. And yes, I did. The first one is the closest, a close relative. One was my brother, and the other one was my father's brother, my uncle. And it was only like a couple of years ago, y'all. This is like 3 years ago. Like, I found, so my father had passed since, but I found my uncle and my whole side of the family. So in a sense, I found my father. And it was shortly after, that was in June. And then I think July, the very next month, definitely by August for sure, my ex and I, we both, mutually decided to separate. And because I didn't feel like I was over it. Like, I needed to know I mattered. I needed to know there was a whole side of me. And then my father comes from a great family. Like, it was just so cool. It was like, at first I could have been like, oh my God, all that was taken from me. That's what I used to say when I was younger. But after a while, like, I got over it. I just wanted to know. And like, finding my father's side of the family was like finding my father. I don't know if finding my father could be as good. I'm sure it would be, of course, but it wasn't necessary. It was just straight closure. And after that, I think that so I moved here to Durham from the other place. Been here for over a year, so separated for over a year, divorced actually. And from the gate, I met somebody 37, and I'm 52, so I must have been, what, 51 then? 37, 37. And there felt like there was no age difference. Like, I was right there. I was right there. Like, I think in me, like, for a while, dating older men, I used to wonder why, especially my last relationship, like, why I had so much more energy, even in my ideas and thoughts. The way I related was a lot younger, I always felt. And I used to think, like, oh my God, it's the raw foods. For those who don't know, I've been a vegan for almost 30 years, a vegetarian vegan for almost 30 years. It's a long damn time. And I've been all raw for 6 years, but I took a 3 year off and on break. And so now I'm back raw again, raw vegan. And so it gives you a lot of energy, or you have a lot of energy when you eat better and well. You have a lot of energy, and it's mental, it's physical, it's spiritual. I'm going to say you have a lot of spiritual energy, because I'm a very spiritual person, I believe. So the energy, you be through the ether, so you thinking and you're far reaching, and you got new ideas all the time, almost like a young person. So I'm dating men that are 55, 56, 60, 65, 70. If one was 80, it would be 80 today, just to let you know. Like, I'm dating as old as 28 years apart, no less usually than 5. Like, all my men have been older than me. And it was natural. I thought it was a natural attraction, but I think it was my wounded self attracting the need for them to fulfill that, and they never could, of course not, because you got to fix that for yourself. You know what I'm saying, y'all? So but yeah, I've always dated older men, and the one that was 28 years younger than me was the longest and the most fun relationship I ever actually had. It was the most fun. It was the most. That was the old raisin. If you're familiar with that story, I was the old one that. I mean, oh my God, like, wow, like, he showed me what a man could actually do, and the high level pampering. Wow. Like, I put that in the pot when I asked for the next one. Like, that was oh, wow. Is that how a woman's supposed to be treated? Like, oh my God. Like, it was dope. And everybody, if you that knew me then, knew it was dope too. Okay. So, and whatever, like, the way it broke up, like, so I had guys my same age, and I got a lot less and broke up even worse. So it wasn't the age difference then. So I wouldn't even tell you, like, they would say, well, why did you break up? Why did you break up? Was it because he was old? No, I got past that first week or two. Like, really, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was just he was young in some ways too. But it was good. We were supposed to. I needed to move to the next place. He was my teacher, my mentor, my friend, and truly my lover. He was my man. Like, people be like, oh, you was robbing. No, I wasn't taking advantage of him, y'all. Like, I was good. My mind was there. He gave me a lot. He told me about goddess culture. It was him. He was in the Indian and Eastern belief systems. He told me how to drum, play percussionist instruments, how to write contracts to get jobs for schools, how to get gigs, how to do everything. Like, I was at that. He was when I really wanted to work on my daddy issues. So do not be getting on young people that you say, oh my gosh, she's going with this man. He's old enough to be her father. She may very well be working on her daddy issues, and that could be an effective way to do it as well. But you got to be careful. It just depends. For me, that was truly, like, I was over it. Like, after him, I was like, because he showed me what I thought a daddy was supposed to show a woman to do. He was very much, by his treatment, it was everything my daddy didn't do. I must have really wanted it, because it came in like the woo, like, oh my God, it was powerful. It was like, it was a force. It was just a freaking force. And it was a great force. It was a powerful, amazing. But I was doing Queen of Four, Sacred Woman. I'm getting up at 4 every day. I'm in the seesaw for, this. I was, okay. Like, I understood why I did that. Like, my money was all multiplying, quadrupling, it was power. So age, I should have known then, but I think it's a little more taboo for a older woman. Now we got names for her, like she's a cougar, her young man is her prey. But no, I think that now that I'm exploring, now that I'm realizing that every guy that I dated or even kind of talked to or was interested in me since my divorce has been younger than me. Mostly in the 30s, again, mostly in the 30s. I've noticed that, like in the 30s, but yeah, and just maybe hitting 40. That's the ones. And now even in the 20s now, it's very, but I didn't think about it. I never thought, I don't know. I never thought about it. It wasn't like a difference to me. But I didn't think about that. Was this something, was I starting something here? I didn't think about like, wait, is this like the universe telling me that I actually prefer younger men and that's why those always felt fun and more free because the age difference was kind of matching. There are a lot, like I said on the other my Afrocentric Home Decor channel, of young men, 25, 35, under 40, that are very serious about their business. They are the serious men. They are the ones that are now rich and older, and you be like, where was I when she found him? He didn't have all that yet. He was but he was in the door. So I'm meeting young men that have their own businesses. Some they're on their third one. I mean, not exaggerating, like real deal, Holyfield, hold a job, got their own place, driving a decent car, like they about the business. And I think that for me, what I've learned so far is to be open when you're dating. Now, I like black men. I prefer black men. That's all I know that's my thing. But I never thought to be open in age. I was naturally doing it, but I never thought to really consciously do it. To be open with the age thing. Don't necessarily, you say, like brush him off because of the age. See if there is a compatibility, or you might be at the same stage in so many different ways, especially if you're a person that continues to grow, that likes to launch new things. Also, they bring a lot of youthful energy in your life. They remind you that you are not dead and you are not old. Like it's real serious though. Like they look at you like you are the most gorgeous because in a way you are. You're everything that they remember. These are old souls and mature young men. So they're needing somebody by them side that is actually the same. There's something very beautiful about your sophistication, your classiness, the confidence that you have as a 50-year-old woman, like knowing what you want, who you are, and where you're going. That's beautiful. That's fine as F. And really, we need to know that. So if you're over 50 and you're watching this, even if you're not, send it to somebody that is, because a black woman that's over 50, because she needs to know that she really is fine as aged wine, that she is got it going on. It's a lie, and black women should have never fell for this. The idea that we actually age in a terrible way. Like aging beautifully, aging gracefully, aging actually finer, that you're actually more beautiful as you age is more leading towards the African mind. That is very Eurocentric, that whole idea to be fetishizing, which really kind of still children. When a grown woman is absolutely beautiful, why would you throw her away? The black woman, the black don't crack. Like we said, we got black women now eating all organic. A lot of us are raw and vegans. A lot of us are into our health. We're sauna, we sit in the sun, we run, we go to the gym, we exercise, we laugh a lot, we educate ourselves, our minds, we're still fun, we're young at heart, we travel around the world, we're learning new languages, we're running companies and households. Like, what's not to be fierce about? And we're still feminine. And I think that's the part. Like, we have to, I think, maintain a divine femininity. And I think a lot of us are. That divine femininity, like that's the key. Now add all of that, and then you're this older woman, but you're feminine. What it is that we're a little more sometimes. Not all older women and not all younger women are the opposite. Let me just say that. So you want to like, oh, she's saying, I know some old women. Yes, I do too. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about me and the ones that hang out like me. There is a beauty. And I think that once older women realize that there's like a youthful beauty, but there's equally a mature beauty. You don't even have to compare the two. They're just two different, they're two beauties at different stages in their life, but they're equally. That's what you got to remember as an older woman. Your beauty is equal to any younger woman's beauty. It's just that because you're not comparing your same beauties over there. It's like looking at this flower, looking at that flower. You don't have to like one more. You don't have to think one is prettier. Oh my God, that's pretty. Oh my God, that one's pretty too. Oh my God, look at that butterfly. Oh my God, look at that butterfly too. That's what it is. We have to stop falling for the comparison because it would make us enjoy getting older or more mature more than we are now. We're not enjoying it. We dread it. We're so afraid of it. We hope it never, and we do all this. That black women are doing what, fighting aging. You ain't get to aging yet. You ain't get to aging yet. Particularly if you take care of yourself. When you talk about fighting aging, you don't age. You. There's a word for it, but it's definitely not aging. It's definitely not aging. I mean, you are preserved. Like, you are well preserved. You're preserving. Okay, like, what? So black women, I need us to really wake up and understand that, like I said, the gray in the hair or the size a little thinner. That's, honey, that man that want you, that man that looking at you, do you really think he don't even see it because it's not important? It's the essence of you as a woman, the way you walk and the way you talk, the way you carry yourself. These are the comments I get. Your confidence, your wisdom, your elegance, your classiness, your beautiful, your femininity. And as a woman, let's talk metaphysics. Let's talk about high vibes. Let's talk about vibration. As an older woman, when you hear that, you automatically kind of rise up to it, almost become it. The more you're around people saying these certain things around you, whether it's negative or positive, the more, in a sense, you become it. A lot of times as an older woman, our men, sometimes the men your age don't actually know what they're looking at. They don't value what's in front of them. They don't see the beauty like maybe somebody a little younger could actually see it, which allows you to see it. And you know what winds up happening with, I believe, the older women that date younger men? She starts looking younger. I mean, we see men that date younger women that look younger because they suck the youngness out of her. Sorry. I'm sure women can do that too. Just play. Okay, I just needed to break it up a bit. Okay. But yeah, I think with the older women, you realize another thing. Let me just say this. I think why you look so young, I think you're having more orgasms. Let's talk about it. I think that your sexual drive, especially now you're a healthy woman, you get your exercise, you're alive and well, you don't feel old, you still have sexual drive. You still have sexual energy and actually at a high because usually in your 50s, especially beyond, you not worrying about getting pregnant. Not that I'm saying you would have safe or unsafe sex. That's all up to you. Still nice not to know that that's probably not going to happen. You know your body a lot more. You're not as afraid to ask what you want, especially from a younger guy who is really wanted there to please you. He assumes you have all this experience that you may not even have, but either way, he's there kind of to please you because I think younger men, that's still important to them. How did they perform? How did they please you? Older men, sometimes that's not their objective. You think sometimes the other way, like, I know you young women are like, no, girl, the young guys here, they just want to, I'm not talking about dumb men. I'm talking about young men who are specifically attracted to older women. I'm not talking about young guys that want to get a older woman to hit it and he get the young girl to hit it tomorrow. I'm talking about the ones that's what they are attracted to. Just so you know, so I'm just saying as black women, for me, what I learned in my short dating, and I'm still at it, is that, be open to, because you're such a unique individual, especially the black woman, like I said, a woman that maybe be a little more on the spiritual side or maybe more about concern about what she eats and all that other stuff. You're like rare, like that's kind of going on already, and that this whole idea of aging, like, it's such a myth anyway. Like, it's graceful. Yes, I'm mature. Clearly, you can look at a picture from 20 years ago and see the difference, but the difference is not worse or better. It's just here and now. It's just there or now. And now is so much better to me because now comes with so much more. And that's what your beauty, every woman, your beauty is you, everything you've done and been through, where you've been, it's you. It's you. So when you're an older woman, it's a lot more like, especially if you maybe like I said, you're doing okay, not too doing too bad for yourself, and you got choices and you got a life. Open up. You are probably 52 in chronological years, but you might be more your spirit, your energy, your sex drive. Like I said, so let's go back. Your sex drive for a lot of 50-year-olds, I eat right. I can see myself having some really good sex. Now, let me just say I'm not at this time because I'm not, I don't get, I think you should wait for sex and you should date just like as if you were a younger woman, older woman. I think you should still date like a younger woman who is wanting to get married, even if you don't. I still think that you don't want to give up your cookies too quickly. I think you need to get, because I think that time period, whether it's 90 days, whether it's a year, is observation time. You do not, your yoni as a 50 plus woman is just as precious as a 25-year-old woman. There's no devaluing in the coochie, honey. It can still do a lot of the things the other thing can do, and it might can do a little more. You're a little older, you might know a little more tricks. And that just might be knowing your body. So you should value your yoni as a 50-something plus and plus woman like anybody else. I'm not going to just sleep around. And that's how you never have to know. What if the young guy just has a fetish, or he just wants to, well, what if the old guy just want to hit it and quit it? Or what if the old guy can't even hit it or quit it? Like, you don't even know. Like, there's so many variables. You just have to date and date responsibly for you as a woman. I wouldn't advise sleeping with somebody on it so quickly, like get to know him. You might not even like him. And you feel like, I done gave it up to this dude, I don't even like him. Like, I date way better in my 50s ever. Have fun. Have fun. Go out, laugh, have fun. If it's not fun and you're wanting fun, fun is not just like a good time and having sex. Fun sometimes it's just, let me see if we compare. Let me see if he's consistent. Let me see if he says. What's important to me is you say what you're going to do, what you're going to do. That will throw most men out of my life. If I say I'm going to come over and I'm going to put your mirrors up, and I go home and the mirrors are not up, I don't believe nothing you say. If you say I'm going to come and this is the arrangements I'm going to make, but the arrangements don't be made, I don't believe you anymore. You lost some points. You know, even from my friends, like the maintenance man, you said you was going to come and put the mirror on a certain day, forget it, you can't come no more. You know, you didn't come. So like, I think for dating across the board, you should look for the same things in the older men you date, or the men your age, or the younger ones. You should look for the same thing in all of them. The same level of respect, the same man of their word, the same fun if you want that, or whatever. And I think you shouldn't be so pressed. Like, enjoy your life because you're really a jewel and you're a catch. Or for your older woman, you got to stop thinking your time is up. Like, you had the best time of your life. You don't have you got babies already. You had your children and you don't want no more. Maybe that's you. You want somebody that can match your sexual energy. Because for me, this is what I was thinking. Like, I'm from a generation, I think, and I don't know if it's my generation or just my family, where like my mother didn't really talk to us about sex. So I don't think I was very sexy. Like, I think I was having sex, having boyfriends, but I don't think I was sexually explorative as I'm willing to be right now. Like, I don't think I didn't know how to do that. Nobody told me. I didn't talk about sex. I didn't have girlfriends and we talked about sex and techniques and fun. I didn't do that. But I am so ready to do that right now. I'm just so ready. Okay. No, when I get to know him and everything, not the first day, but just this time in my life right now, I'm just really ready for like exploration. But that could be anything from like role playing to being sexy to wearing lingerie. A lot of us 50 plus women, we didn't do that. Our men either were very conservative, or we were in relationships for a long time, or we were accepting that he was older, so he was a 2-minute brother, and and you need a little more time to get hot. I feel older women might need a little more time to get started, but once we do, hold on, youngster, hold on, okay? And I think a lot of us, because we're maybe taking better care of ourselves sometimes than our male counterparts, that we may say, like I said, the calendar and the birth certificate may indicate that we right now are 52, but our bodies is 32, And you got the younger man who's all really needing to have a lot of sex, good. And that combination could be amazing. And I'm sure, like, y'all, if I'm glowing like this now, could you imagine? Could you imagine when it's all like that? What? Okay. So I think the most thing though that I learned about dating in my 50s and still dating in my 50s is that it helps me to understand me and what I really want. So do I want to get married again? Do I want to live with my husband and have that? Do I want to live separately and still be married? Do I want to, am I willing to move? Like all the stuff, or even have children. I'm 52. I'm in the menopausal age, but I know menopausal babies are possible. So I'm going to just put out, I don't want any children anymore. I have a daughter. She's grown. She's 23. I'm good. I'm really, really good. Like it would not be a good idea for me. I'm too chill for that. So, that's the thing. Of course, dating, but I never got to that thing yet. And I'm just really exploring even dating somebody, young, very young. Not very young. Okay, this is he's good, everything good. Way past 18, okay? And it's just interesting, and it's great, and it's amazing, and it's wonderful, and I love it, and I love what it brings out of me. But I'm open now to not just, oh, he's 37 or oh, he's 32 or whatever, and that was not thought of, but kind of thought of. Now I'm more consciously open to it. But it's still got to be mature, old soul, same qualities that I would want in any man. Just that I'm widening my pool and not just being, just like restricting myself to the age group. That really was coming from me, was coming from my issues. And once I got through that, and also, like I said, sexually too, I think why I'm more attracted to young men now is I'm ready to have that sex where I think that a lot of us women, especially over 50s, that maybe didn't explore this, I think we have multiple orgasms within us and we have never been able to get there because our partners didn't know how to get us there, didn't know as much as they thought or said that they did, or some of them was older for me, so couldn't really take you there, or didn't have the energy you have, or didn't even really still understand your body, even though they was as old as you were or older. So it's a lot, but I think that we women, sometimes we are holding in a lot. And I think when our 50s and 60s and above, we don't care so much what society thinks. We are, like I said, making our own money in our own way, doing our own thing. So I think that you're going to see a lot more of it. A lot of beautiful Black women with younger men. And I'm here all for it. Like, whichever way it go, I don't discriminate against the old dudes. I don't, but you do need to keep up. And if you go to bed at 9, every night we having don't call me. 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 When you ready for me, you got to have the time. You got to have some time. Okay. So that's where I am. I hope you enjoyed that conversation. I'm ready to explore all of me. Yeah. Let's see who's on tonight. And I just want to say thank you. And I see my girl got to be Oshun. Thank you for all those wonderful comments on all the videos. Maya, hey Lisa, only 21, but glad I have something to watch while I'm eating. You look gorgeous tonight. Thank you, Maya. Lakeisha, good evening to you. KM Family 444, you look stunning, girl. Slay. Thank you. Hey, Emma. Hey. Virginia says, hey, girl. Lisa Marie, hey, sis. Thelma says, greetings, queen, looking radiant. Thank you. Yeah, I feel amazing. Hello, Lisa Marie. I'm loving the top. You're rocking. Thank you. Now, you know where I got it from, right? You know already, right? You do know I got it from Tarjay. Okay, it's a Tarjay special because you know how we do it. How much was this? Was it? I can't remember. Hey, Deidre. Hey, Lisa Marie, I admire you and you inspire me. I hope to meet my fellow lioness one day and travel with you. Yes, queen. Hashtag goals. I already see it. It's already done. And I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Deidre said, I think you are beautiful and have such a beautiful spirit. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I love that. I appreciate that. Hello, good evening. Hey, Gypsy, Monique, Ashley, sis, I'm loving the youthful look of their bun. Beautiful. Is this not was this the way I was supposed to be? Y'all, I see how simple and easy the style is, but yet I'm loving it too. It just brings out all of me, and it's nice. I appreciate that, darling. Thank you. Hey, Antoinette. Hey, Lisa Marie and sisters, again, happy to be here. Wow, Lisa Marie, you have been hitting on subjects for me. I know I have to be in Sunday's class. Please do. That class is going to be dope. Dope, dope. You look stunning, just oozing with joy and beauty. Thank you, Copper Genius. I feel it. We had a wonderful day. Y'all was in nature today as well. It was so wonderful. Got to be Oshun. Love, love, love dating younger men. Yes, Queen, I read your comment. I was loving it. I was like, yeah, I need to get on the phone with her. They are so energetic, creative, and fun. Yes, they are. Thank you, darling. Good evening, Lisa Marie. Hey, DJ. Hey, DJ. You ripen, laugh a lot. Ripen, yes, that's the word. I love that. Copper Genius. It's called ripen. Yes. DJ Queen says, I'm an older woman. I just had this conversation with my daughters this morning. I told them my next man will be younger than me. I'm 63 years young. Yes, man. Oh, girl. Says, apparently, I've been doing my research, and there are younger men that are totally into older women, and it's not just a sexual thing. They marry, they about it. So it's a thing, and I had no idea. Virginia says, I'm 57 years young. It took years for me to learn and practice self-love. I walk 3 miles every day. Yes, ma'am. I am a nursing student. Yes, just investing in myself. Queen, you got it. It's the best time of your life, and all that investing will pay off really, real sooner than later. So congratulations. Role playing naughty housekeeper. Yes, ma'am. Virginia says, keep Stella. You might need her. That's true, Virginia. I'm keeping her. I'm keeping my girl. Stella when we. Stella when we. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Yapa. DJ said, I found out older men can't keep up. No, when some women have to know and admit it. I just think it's just like the humane thing to do. And I think that's why we as sisters have to sit with ourselves and learn about ourselves. And even as single women, date. Of course, get our vibe high. Make sure that vibe is high. Like that's absolutely number one. And let me tell you when I say dating, because Janae asked me a great question today. Like I said, we walked on the trail today. We was out in nature, so I'm feeling all the goddess. And she asked me like, what is dating like to me? Like, and my definition to me, or I'm explaining to you what I'm dating. Dating is I'm dating different men. So I'm dating. If he asked me, he asked me, he asked me. Now dating. But okay, so I'm dating. For me, dating does not include sex. We're not doing that. And I might go out with you one night, feel like it wasn't it. We might not go out again. I might go out with you one and go out with you again, or go out with you, but maybe you got other things. You got some unfinished business. So maybe I'm, dating. So I'm just dating. I'm seeing, but I'm dating for fun. Actually, I think right now and for growth. I didn't know that, but that's what it looks like. But I would like to have a male partner. I would like that. I'm not rushed. I'm not pressed. It doesn't need to happen today. I'm enjoying the moment, the journey where I am. I feel like I already have it, so it's kind of good. I'm just enjoying this time. I think like when you are single, you are meant to be single. You're supposed to enjoy it, learn yourself, build whatever you need to build, your household, your business, your finances, travel, get to know yourself, become interesting. Like I got shit to talk about now. Like I've done travel some, and then I'm about to travel some more, learn languages. Like just really, like that's what I could say. Like I realized that be interesting to yourself. You will be a magnet to everybody and everything else. Like the magnet is on. And once you start opening up your pool of possibilities, you notice that you'll start attracting more. So you'll attract men everywhere. Like before, women go to all these lengths, like all of us, to meet a man, but like the first one was watching me for years, the one that started 2020. And that's how we met. And he came very polite, never came sideways, never disrespected, never, no. Nice man. I think we are two different players. I think I'm a little more playful. He's a little more serious. And I think it wouldn't really work. But the other one is my neighbor. He just moved in 3 months ago. You know what I'm saying? Another one is, yeah, well, we could just say the man that come fix something, or somebody that owns a store up the street, or somebody that owns the barbershop. Like, I mean, this is like how just in life, and but the magnets on, the magnets out, and I'm telling you, from what I'm like, dating younger men, I find, so they tell you. I remember when I first moved here, and I was the first like younger guy from my ex was 6 or 7 years older than me, and this guy was like 13 years younger, but he was the first one that told me who I was, in a sense, like, no, like, you're a goddess. Like, this is like, people say they goddesses, but you really are one. And like, young men will tell you they see something and they see it's there. And it what it does for you, I think, is remind you that you're not dead and gone. You're not old and dried up. You thought that, you told yourself that, but you're not. You're not old. You're not dried up. You're not, nobody don't want you. That's a lie. And that's what, when you get younger man, you revive. It's almost like being revived, because it's like, oh my God, you walk out the spell. They're lying. You're fine. You're a real woman. Like, you're a real woman. And some men actually want one. It's like this society got us so mixed up and so tripped up that we watching all these people that a lot of times are not even I'm just saying, like, you should not compare yourself to somebody who got work done. That's not really even fair. It's not like you're not starting off at the same place, but you shouldn't compare yourself to anybody. And here you are doing it. You think, oh, my breasts are real. My butt's real. It doesn't look like the magazine butts. It doesn't look like the breast, or doesn't, my breast's sad because I'm a 50-some-year woman who breastfed a child. Like, nobody's going to want it. And you got men that like the breast that's sad. You got men that, I think the biggest myth for me in dating and just in general from what I'm learning from being with men, what we think they really want, I think we watch that stuff more than they do. And I just think that we have to open up our minds to possibilities. And then for those that can, yeah, I'm gonna leave it there. Okay, thank you. Yes, Queen Black don't crack, says Janet. I will be 57 on Sunday, and I love my age now. Love you, Queen, right? And thank you, Janet. That's another thing that I realized. Like, I didn't know if I was paying attention to my age. I think I still was not seeing myself as a mature woman. And I think that that's a disservice when you don't actually see what you are, because you don't then know what it is. And I think for me now, like, you see, like, I do feel like glowing. Simply same afro, just in a puff. No makeup on the face except for the eyes and the mouth. Like, the skin, it's something happened just by hearing and knowing about, wow, you're not only you're beautiful, but you're wise, and you have a lot to offer. Like, that made me realize that I was beautiful just the way I was. I didn't have to compete. I didn't have to change. So this tonight is what you see, is the truth about me as a mature woman, as being a beautiful woman. It makes life so much simpler. There's not much I have to do. I'm a Black woman maturing, and that's a beautiful process in itself. It's not less than, it's not uglier, it's not old, it's not tired, it's graceful, it's classy, it's elegant, it's beautiful. And when you got that clearly, click, 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 that's an elevation. That's why I say don't run from every relationship that might not look like or what you thought, because you say, no, I need the fairy tale, or no, I'm waiting for the one. These are coming on the way to the one. A lot of men, like even the youngster, is that going to go somewhere? Well, I don't think he has children. I mean, we just started talking, kind of. So that's probably not. He needs to have children. I can't give him that, nor if I could, I wouldn't. I'm not there. But it's just opening you up to the possibility that all those years I tried to make the old guy, or the one I was with, like, more energetic, and which in turn, what I did was I tried to squash my energy. I tried to slow down. And it nearly destroyed me. Really, it almost killed me, to be honest, I feel. Because that wasn't what I was supposed to do. Nobody told me. I think I needed permission to know that, hey, you got more energy. You don't have to squabble about it. Just excuse me, find people that have that energy like you do. Or it's not even like physical energy that I'm more talking about. I know a lot of men, they just old. They just can't change fast. They grouchy a lot. They're not playful and fun. I'm like flirtatious and playful. I'm spontaneous as all get out. Like that's the one, I mean, I'm just, and a lot of sometimes men my age and older, but I didn't realize it. I just knew that there was a problem. Sometimes not so much. If you can find an old guy that is fun like that, then you got it going on. Maybe, but why not? If I feel sexy, another thing that I've decided, this is the biggest one, and I say it for last, if you stay this long, you got it. I think that I deserve to have great, amazing sex, and I think that you do too in your 50s. And like sometimes, the stamina, I'm talking about the serious minded young men. I'm not talking about the dudes that, they just gonna hit it and quit and they ain't gonna be good. I ain't talking about that push in the bush, but ain't nothing happening. There ain't no fire. You're pushing in the bush, but you ain't creating no fire. No, we ain't talking about that. Okay, you still dry afterwards. No, we not. I'm sorry, it's too graphic. But I ain't talking about them. Okay, talk about them ones that, yeah, that really are into you. And I think that a lot of us, I could imagine if I've not had a lot of great sex in my life, I could imagine that other women have not had a lot of great sex in their lives as well. And I think it's time for us to have some. And I think the young ones might, like, I don't know. I'll let you know when we, if I get there, could handle it a little bit better in a little bit way, a little more energy. Yeah. And another thing too is like, I need you all ladies to do this, my older women especially, but even my young ones. Look yourself right now. I'm going to look in this camera. You look in the mirror, even if you do it after this, and you say, I am a beautiful, alluring, sexy, graceful, elegant, if you're a mature woman, mature, gorgeous goddess woman. Any man would be happy to have me. Be happy, be thrilled, be like, so because I think that we have to know that and walk in that. They talk about my walk, my confidence, my strut, my confidence to wear my hair out and big froze and all of that. Your confidence is a very, very sexy thing. But you know what's the best part about this whole thing today that I'm talking about? I think the best part is that it's when you know those things about yourself and those things are sexy to you. And that's what's happening for me. Instead of comparing myself to others or comparing myself to where I used to look, which I don't feel like I have that much difference. That's just me. I could look totally different, but when I look in the mirror, I feel like the same person I was 20 some years ago. So I don't know, right? But it's to look at yourself and understand that little extra bulge around the stomach and around the hips and the breast that may sag a little, it is so real. And there are some men who actually want real. And not no game to when I say real, I don't mean plastic surgery or real women. I'm saying the sagging breast, the pooch around the stomach, the waistline that ain't absolutely perfect is not that important to somebody that's really into you because you are more than just even your body. And then on that, a lot of the women over 50, like I said, have incredible bodies, feel amazing. So I hope this uplifted you. I hope if, like I said, if you're young and you're watching me and you have a mama or an auntie, pass it on. But also the young ladies, y'all can learn as well. So yes, I have to watch the replay. Yes, Yapa. Maya says, love this conversation, Lisa Marie. Thank you, darling. Blue Goddess Spirituality says, yes, God is looking beautiful and no more old dudes. Do you know what I'm saying, Queen? No more. We don't have to do that. Nah, that would be wrong. Lisa Marie, great topic this evening. You rock, our sisters. It's that new hairstyle. Brought out new vibes. Right? For sure, Queen. Kefra, hey, Queen. Hi, beautiful. Yes, she says. Coco Lux says, you look beautiful. You have made me fall in love with red lipstick. Yes, honey. That red lipstick is everything. So true. Start looking and feeling younger and more orgasm. Got to be Oshun says, yes, I concur. Yes. Frenchie Michelle says, peace, Queen. Caught you live in the new channel. Hey, welcome, darling. Gorgeous. Look at all these beautiful essential or sexy women all coming to the page because we find in each other, right? Isn't she lovely? Oh, Poetic Beauty, I love you. Your skin is popping, and girl, your teeth are blinding me. Share your regimen. I will, Virginia. I will. It is actually the toothpaste I use. It's so freaking amazing, and it's by Melanin Rich, who's part of the family. And I don't know if her stuff is in my box, but I'm gonna put her information back in my description box because she's the bomb. She's absolutely the bomb. Naturally, Cleaver. Hey, Queen. Yes, seeing yourself as a whole package. Yes, that's well put. All attributes and loving that fully epic glow up, isn't it? She Cleaver, natural Cleaver. I love you. Love that. DJ says, very good topic and conversation, Sister Lisa Marie. Thank you for confirmation. You are welcome, honey. Go out there and get them. Let's talk about it, sister. Yes, got to be Oshun. Yeah, we'll tell more about the sexual part because, yeah, I think I definitely was missing out. I didn't get that part. And I figure I ain't going to die without getting that part, you know? Poetic Beauty 7 says, Ashe, I needed this today, Queen Lisa Marie. Thank you. Ladies, please make sure to like, share, subscribe, comment. And also, I am going to Ghana, West Africa. I leave in 2 weeks, and any kinds of donations you want to give will go to that trip so that I can eat and live a decent life when I'm out there for 2 weeks. So if you want to donate, first, if you felt moved or anything in you felt moved to another place from listening to this conversation, feel if you want to donate, feel free. Also have Patreon, so come through. I got classes that I would love for y'all to participate in. We got a this Sunday. It's called My Home is My Vision Board. Very fun, very powerful course. And y'all, last night, yesterday, I did a wonderful course on keeping your femininity when you're in masculine environments, whether it's a job or a lifestyle, and how to stay feminine. That class was beautiful. Stuff came out of my mouth that I didn't even know where it came from, like most of the time. So yeah, definitely. And you can, once you buy, the video will be in the link. Let me get that all together for y'all, but go for it. Screaming, bushfire, girl, bushfire. Ashe, says the gypsy. Yes, Yes, got to be Oshun. Beautiful one. Yes, Ashe. So yes, y'all. So Oshun has definitely been in the house. We did our girlfriend kind of goddess weekend. And we was goddess, me and Janae. We actually, one is coming up. It's not this Saturday. It's on Friday. It's next Friday. So we are going to have our one before we go to Ghana. I love it. So today, y'all, I was with my girls. I called Goddess, and I called Janae and said, hey, Janae, do you want to go for a walk? And then I called Goddess and said, me and Janae going for a walk. You want to come? And Goddess had this spot. Goddess is an amazing woman. This woman put us on a trail that took forever. It was beautiful. We're going to go every Monday. And then when it gets warm, she usually goes for years. Over 20 years she's been going on Saturday and Sunday. So I'll be doing that because let me just say something too. Let me tell you what them young things do for you as well. They sure will put like that pep in your step. They make you feel so good and so fine. You be like, ooh, let me keep it going, dog. Let me get my exercise on. So just in case, you know what I'm saying? Like, there is something to that when you have youthful new ideas and you just a little more fun, it like brings something out in you. So I thought a girl need to keep it together, because I think we could, I just think women in their 50s, 60s, 70s, I think as Black women, we tearing it up. Like we doing the thing. And I think that we should continue to do that. We've been lied to. Most of us, when we think about aging, you're following white folks. Don't follow them. You don't age like them. Especially when you eat right. You drink lots of water. You eat a certain amount of at least some raw foods, lessen the milk, get some fresh air, sit in the sun, take long baths in salt and spirulina. Like, really, you take care of yourself. It's not even extreme. It's natural and normal. And I promise you, you will look and say, what happened to our people that we following behind folks that wanted to look like us, and we actually still have it in our genes naturally. No, everybody don't naturally, as Black folks, have a big round booty, but we got melanin. Do you understand? Or we got natural nappy hair that looks good in any stage in a sense, or it's so much that we have that will prevent the aging, will slow it down tremendously. Can you imagine if we gave it some fuel? So the course is everything I teach from is teaching from how to keep our divine femininity, how to get it back, how to bring it forward. Also, I'm big on making our own money because I tell you, women, when you have your own money, you have more choices. As a 52-year-old woman, you're usually not looking for somebody to sponsor you. You're probably not going to get that. So when you have your own, you have more options in dating because you don't need them to do the same things for you that you might if you were younger and you were thinking about having children. You're independent in a whole nother way. So it just and then you know what it does for me? I realize I'm more mature because the person's younger. And I know that sounds weird, but I'm not pressed. I'm not anxious. I'm going with the flow. I've heard about this thing called going with the flow. I've talked about going with the flow, but oh my God, I'm going with the flow. So yeah, so if you are interested in me, because I know y'all be watching me, I just bold. Y'all know I'm bold. Let's just keep it like that. If you kind of got old tight ways, not your age necessarily, I'm a little more fun. I'm a little more giddy and excited and flirtatious and with my partner. And I need to laugh loud and get over things fast. And it was funny because y'all remember I said that now that I've been holding this high vibe that I can't anyway, this my vibe is just kind of so high. So it makes me feel like I don't have a past, like I almost forgot almost everything in my life that I feel like I'm truly starting anew. It's funny that now I'm being drawn and younger men are being drawn to me. Probably was always there. I don't probably didn't even look that way. But and I think that's because it's like they match in the vibrational frequency of me. The more because it's almost like letting go of a tremendous amount of baggage. If you are a certain age, you probably have created or accumulated baggage, right? So the older you are, we're going to assume that maybe the more baggage you have. But what if you did some spiritual exercise where you spiritually was awakened? You cleared your energy, you stay on the high vibe, you even really don't even talk about the past, don't allow other people to talk about the past, really forgive and forget. Would you then have less baggage? And in a sense, would that almost take kind of eliminate chronological years on some levels, at least of the bad stuff? Your energy field is at a different place. So it makes more sense on a spiritual level, even as you're releasing and letting go of baggage in this lifetime, which is what it's all about, really. You're connecting to people who don't actually have that much themselves because they ain't lived that long to have it. So the idea of it is not so far fetched, actually. And let's see, y'all, as we go up into these higher realms, as we go up and maintain these high vibratory frequencies, you can watch it through me, but you're on the same journey. Let's see what comes out of it. Let's see what new world we create, what new societies, new cultures, new ideas. But the Black woman really is God in so many ways. And I'm just stepping into my God self. And I'm allowing myself to be loved by who wants to love me. And I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. I love you, ladies. So like, share. Let me go get my little banners and let's put some stuff up there. Okay. This is what we want to put up. So today we was talking about dating, Black woman dating over 50. Let's see. Please like, share, subscribe, and I should put comment. Comment. I would love to hear a comment. How old are you? Would you ever consider dating somebody 5 years younger, 10 years, 15, even 20? Yeah. Have you ever thought that, what do you think about yourself? Do you ever consider yourself an older woman? Do you think that you are aging gracefully? Just tell me all that. Let's have some conversations in the description box. I would actually love that. And again, like, share, subscribe, and comment, ladies, but also donate if you can. Okay, I got to get rid of this banner, and I done lost the dang banner. Here's the banner. Okay, ladies, I love you. Let me see. Did I miss some? Let me just see. Okay. Okay, wait a second. We're going to get these last ones, and then I'm going to call it a night. Okay. Dr. Isham says, don't call me. Oh, I love it. Don't call me. I just told my friend that we age differently. Yes, D-Bay. Naturally, Q says, you better say that. We sure don't. Nah. That's right. Ain't nobody trying to like live to leave the earth and don't get done. I also love having my own money and men so fine and attractive when women take care of themselves overall. I mean, it's true whether we want to hear it or not. It's true. Making your own moves. Yes, Egyptian. Yes, releasing baggage does make you more youthful. You're more giddy and fun. Yes, vibrate with Venus. You knew about this stuff, huh? I didn't know. Thank you. Jay Lux says, thank you for encouraging us not to be as concerned with aging. That's right. I don't think of my age most these days. I focus more on how I feel. I'm feeling very feminine right now. Yes, yes. Hashtag Aquarian glow. Yes, Jay Lux. I love that. Z Sears, I have a 10-10 rule. I can go 10 years younger or 10 years older. I love it. I think it's a great rule. Woo, they want the real deal. Yes, ma'am, honey. They want the real deal. So, and we're here to give it. So I love it, ladies. I just want to say I love y'all. Thank you. It's been fun. We will, I'll keep you posted on the dating. And right now I'm getting ready to go to Ghana, West Africa in 2 weeks. Oh my God. With this new version of myself, with this new idea, like, wow, I don't know. Like, I'm just, it's going to be powerful. You know how sensitive I am to energy. You don't be hearing everybody talking to me, all my spirits, ancestors. You already know this is going to be amazing. And if you want to have a front row seat, join the intensive. That's where I'll be coming to you from Ghana, West Africa. The Sunday intensive starts the first Sunday in March. And that's where we're talking about holding high vibrational frequency to our money. Because the first thing I want to get y'all, especially my younger, all of us, you're never too old to get to a better position as far as being independent financially. I want to be financially independent. I mean, we say it, yeah, I don't work for anybody else. I work for y'all, but I mean, financial independence is way more than that. And there's a level that I have not gotten to, but I now know how because I've freed some things. And what I want to do, I'm teaching this money class because I feel like if that's your obstacle to even dating who you want or dating the way you want or feeling more relaxed, let's do it together. If I could put a high vibe frequency out there and start attracting men that at least I would date, men that not perfect, but they're eligible for sure. Then why can't I do that with my money? Why I should my money flowing all the time? There's no reason why I can't. So we're going to do that together. And what better place to do it but then in the Gold Coast of Africa? What better place to have a 21-day intensive about holding a high vibratory frequency to money so that we can continually prosper? No gap, no hesitation, no stagnation in the flow. We're going to the place where, so we need to remember we are from the richest part of the world. We are from the richest continent, no matter what they tell you. Riches in resources, in money, in jewelry, in natural, in ivory, and gold, all of it. Diamonds, still there. Still there. Chocolate, cacao, okay. I'm just saying, like, you want to talk about food, you want to talk about water, everything, pristine, okay. The rich, we are going to the coast to get our money back. We are going to the coast to get our money consciousness, our wealth consciousness. Everybody on here need to be in that next course. The link will be in the description box. It's going to be $147, but right now it's $97, the early bird special. That's $50 saving. That's pretty dang good. And this channel, I'll come in for other things, but for the 2 weeks, I want to devote it to the folks that are in the group so we can just go there. So we can just go there. But what I would like to do for Live Free TV is find for the 2 weeks, if I did for 2 Fridays, I would still want to still see, I know the difference in time and all that, it doesn't matter actually. If I could do find some guests for our Friday guests, I would love to interview some people there. So you will get an interview or two for sure. But if you want to be in the life of what I do, the places I go, the men that I may meet, I'm just saying, come on now, we're going to Africa. I'm not saying that I couldn't meet a man. I'm just saying, like, the chances are good. I think the chances are good. I'm not saying I'm only here for 2 weeks. I just want to compare to hang out with somebody to show me around. Everybody want a man on their arm to show them around. Okay, maybe not everybody, but I do. Okay, yes, I love that young boy energy. Yes, ma'am. Abundance of wealth, love, fun is our birthright. Yes, vibrate. Yes, with Venus. Love you. So we're going to continent of Africa to Ghana, and I just don't see why. I'm going to have a good time. That's what's going to happen. All right, ladies, I love you. Divine Feminine course. You can go buy it now. It was yesterday, 2-hour masterclass, only 2 hours, $47. I promise the tips. You will come back, you will write me, somebody will, an email and be like, that was on point. And even though it was a 2-hour workshop, I gave them some supplemental stuff. So let me make sure I include that in for your as well. But also, I'm going to, over the next 21 days, periodically, we're going to check in with each other and see by doing some of those tips if we feel like we've manifested something we wanted, like whether it was a relationship or whatever. So this is part of that. Like, the femininity course that I took, it's a femininity course. It was like those that when we feel too much in our masculine energy. So anyway, check it out. It's fabulous. We're over our Here's Your Monday upload. I hope you enjoyed it. And I will see all of you beautiful ladies in the next one on Wednesday, but catch me tomorrow night from 7 to 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my Blackberry Beauty Academy Facebook page. Let's get this, y'all. Donate. Your girl needs some money from a trip, and we got to do this, and Ghana's about to be on that. And you can donate by joining the next intensive. You can buy it now and get it at a great price. Love you, ladies. Have a beautiful, blessed day, and I will see you all maybe tomorrow on Facebook. Love you. Peace and blessings.